U.S. men's national soccer team is facing high expectations after drawing a favorable group in this summer's World Cup. The U.S. is the betting favorite to win its group, which also includes Australia, Paraguay, and a yet-determined playoff winner. And now coach Mauricio Pochettino says the team can't be complacent, saying the most important thing is to keep improving. And we are so lucky to have U.S. men's national team head coach Mauricio Pochettino here right now for more on all of this. Coach, thank you so much for coming by. Congratulations. What's your reaction to this draw?
Well, my reaction was happy and exciting. I think we really believe that we can do something special, make good memories, great memory for our fans. And we are so excited and looking forward to it.
You say U.S. players have to think big here and aspire to win the whole thing. Midfielder Tyler Adams says just making the semifinal would be huge because the U.S. has never done it before. What do you think about that? Do you have a problem with that mindset? Are you trying to get them to think bigger than that?
Well, I think the mindset should be, must be, win the World Cup.
I believe that we will win. Is that hard with a team that's never made it to the semifinals?
It's hard because I think the experience is a point, is important. But I think it's always you need to be, to feel for the first time, to make this type of thing, to make history. I think it's harder, but I think we are going to try. We have the energy, we have the capacity, we have our fans and the energy. That country is about to win and be the first always. And that we need to translate that culture to our team.
You played in the 2002 World Cup for Argentina. You guys made it to the group stage and ended there. And you said afterward, you couldn't eat, you couldn't sleep, you couldn't train, you couldn't get that out of your head.
Yes, it's true.
So how do you prepare your team for the pressure that comes with a World Cup, especially when they're playing in front of a home crowd?
Yes, I think we need to manage that situation because I think the stress that is going to present in the competition is going to be completely different and it's going to be new. That is why we try to replicate, in every single training session and every single game that we are going to do for our preparation is to try to replicate the same stress and to put a lot of pressure now. And I think for after our player, feel the pressure, but a normal pressure, that's something that are known for them. Yes, we try to be really harder in our preparation to try to arrive in the best condition, and then not to miss nothing, and then not to do everything, do the impossible to try to win, and then some factor can affect. But I think the most important is to have that mindset to apply, in the way that we want to compete. And never in the future regret if something is not going how we plan. But I think that the most important is to do everything, being realistic, but do the impossible to try to win.
You talk about watching the movie Miracle, about the U.S.'s very unlikely win in hockey in the 1980 Olympics. You say you're not necessarily looking, or we don't need the best players, we need the right players. What do you mean by that? What are you looking for in your players?
It means that the power is always in the team, in the group, in the dynamic that we can create. Of course, the talented players are so important, but always are going to be more important and going to be important if they really think that always the first is the team. Always the first is the interest of the collective. That is what it means. That is why for me it was amazing to watch Miracle, because that is a good example in how we need to translate our mindset and the idea of how we need to arrive to the World Cup thinking, or not only the 26 players, if not the whole staff, that we are 100, 200 people, and then all our supporters, cheering for us and supporting us.
It's all one big group.
Yes.
So I want to ask you more about the group draw, because Turkey right now is the favorite to get that last spot. So what challenge do you think Turkey, Australia, and Paraguay pose to the U.S. team?
Yes, we suppose that we should win. I think in their country, because I follow, because now it's about to analyze and to see all that what happened in Paraguay and in Australia, and also to see the 4 countries that are going to fight for the another place on the group. All they say, we should win. Paraguay should win. Australia, they should win the group. I think we are in a very tight group, and of course, with maybe Turkey. But I think we are at home. That should must be an advantage for us with our support, with our fans. And then because I think because it's clear idea, the process to arrive to the World Cup, we need to be much better than today and much better than after tomorrow and ride in our best condition. I think we are confident, but at the same time, we are very respectful with our opponent, and I think we are going to arrive in a perfect condition to compete for the World Cup.
You and the women's team coach, Emma Hayes, have worked together before. What kind of conversations are you having heading into this?
Yes, always with Emma, we have a very good relationship from the past. And we were working also in Chelsea together. And it's amazing because I think she's a great coach, one of the best coaches in the world. And the women team here in USA, for us, is an inspiration. It's amazing what all that they are achieving. And that's, for us, also a big challenge to match them.
But they were in a similar position once before, too, where they had never done this before, and probably many of them, I'm sure, thought they couldn't. Is she giving you any advice for that mindset shift that you're trying to achieve with your
always
team?
We talk. We try to change ideas. I think it's great to have her supporting us, and then we were neighbors in London, and yes, always supporting each other is amazing.
Great. Well, congratulations again, and I'm so looking forward to seeing you and the team out there. Coach Pochettino, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much, Diana, for having me.
It's our pleasure.